Fighting before as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Zeferino 32.59, exact weight 171, and a slight reach advantage for the wrestler in Paul Bradley. So we'll see if he puts that together. Randy is a former great wrestler of your own collegiately. When you hear that someone wrestled at the University of Iowa, they were All-American, that'll get your attention pretty fast.
Absolutely. He's got a great wrestling pedigree. The Hawkeyes consistently a top 5 program, and you know, I think one of the longest standing histories in collegiate wrestling that there is. Like being a 2-time All-American at the University of North Carolina in basketball, and that's what Paul Bradley is to wrestling, as we send it inside to Joe Martinez.
Well, 5 fans, we are set to go with the next bout tonight. 3 rounds, this in the PFL welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a wrestler, boxer, standing 5'8", 9 inches tall. Weighing in at the welterweight limit, 171 pounds. His professional record, 23 victories and 8 defeats. Fighting out of San Diego, California, here is the gentleman, Paul Bradley. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu practitioner standing 5'8", 9 inches tall. He weighed in 170 3/4 pounds, and in 30 professional bouts has 21 victories and 9 defeats. Fighting out of Middletown, New York, here is the Brazilian samurai, Joao Zeferino. And your referee in charge of the action, Fernando Yamasaki.
We got ref cam working this one, guys.
Love it. I'm assuming that Fernando and Mario are brothers.
They are.
Yeah.
Our 2 referees this evening.
Yamazaki kind of gave it away.
Yeah. Well, there's a family resemblance as well.
True.
But,
there you go.
Are you ready? Are you ready? How much?
Here we go. Welterweights taking center stage here at the campus of George Washington University in Washington, D.C. PFL number 3. Glad to be here in the nation's capital.
Now Bradley's the one with the reach. It'll be interesting to see if he can take advantage of that. He looks like the shorter athlete in this matchup, but he's actually measures longer than Zeferino.
And he's got 8 knockouts. Zeferino's got 3, so if he can keep this fight on the feet, he might win this thing.
If I'm Bradley, I'm going to be head faking like I'm shooting that double. Oh, big left head kick by Zeferino. Amazing.
You know, I love Zeferino, man. This guy's always game.
Nice footwork by Zeferino to get out of the way of Bradley. But if I'm Bradley, I'm going to be faking that big double leg and coming with those long overhand rights. Zeferino must be listening to me. He just did it himself.
He did it, but he caught him on the way out, so it took a little bit of the snap out of it. Great footwork by Zeferino. Light on his feet. Something he needs to
nice left hook. Very nice left hook.
He's connecting.
He backs right out again, and he honestly doesn't want to be in the clinch with Bradley. I think he's comfortable staying out here at range and at distance, continuing to punch out. Now here we see him in the clinch, with Zeferino controlling it, running Bradley right to the fence.
Man, 15 submission victories, 3 knockouts, but his striking looks great.
It looks very, very sharp.
Yeah, the high kick, man.
Great footwork.
Watch your knee.
Bradley does a nice job pushing the hip, finding a way out, get off that fence. He needs to start some offense of his own now, not wait and see what happens with Zeferino. Another big right hand.
Bradley's in trouble.
Bradley's hurt.
Is gonna kill him. That's it.
That is
it.
Paul Bradley out in the standing position. I can't remember the last time I saw that.
Well, there was Vanderlei Silva against Vitor Belfort. That's what I saw in Brazil. Wow, everything connected.
Very, very sharp. Joao Zeferino tonight. Footwork, the striking combinations, the distance, all working in Zeferino's favor.
Man, was I wrong. I thought that with his 8 knockouts, I thought he was going to be the better striker. But Zeferino, man, all over.
I'm not sure where Zeferino's going. I think probably to kiss that wife of his that he kissed on the way into the cage.
But it's very dangerous. He almost landed there on that stool where the camera stand on. That could have ended his whole run for the $1 million.
And even scarier, I thought he was coming to kiss Boss Root. He was running for cover.
That was good. I will redirect it to Randy.
Yeah, they call you a guapo. You're a guapo, not me, pal.
Guapo Well, this is an interesting situation, guys. Paul Bradley, as Boss pointed out, came in with the likelier, heavier hands with the 8 KO. Zeferino just with a 3, but tack another one on there because when he clipped him, that initial shot, Bradley's eyes, he was
straight back
over.
To the fence. He took 4 or 5 more good shots, and he went out on his feet. Thankfully, the referee was on top of it, stepped right in there and stopped the fight appropriately. It begs the question, you know, he mentioned in his opening about the motorcycle wreck and what kind of shape he's coming in and how long he's been out and what he had to recover from in that motorcycle wreck. But little cut over the right eye, little bloody nose. I think no root worse for the wear, honestly, but he's going to have to really analyze this and get back up and running because he's going to be back in here in a matter of less than 2 months.
Who would have thought an All-American wrestler and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, and it turns into a striking affair with this shot right there. And at that point, Bradley, he's not sure if he's in Fairfax, Virginia or Washington, D.C.
And Zeferino did exactly what I thought Bradley should have been doing. That head fake at that shot, coming with that overhand right, landed it right on the button. 21 miles an hour that fist came at Bradley's head. Pretty amazing. Great combinations. Zeferino on fire tonight.
I know you got to let the fighter try to get out of it, but right about there, I think Bradley was wondering, where am I? And then he realized,
no clue.
Someone just dropped the anvil on me.
Big right hand.
Yeah, overhead right.
Boy, he has no legs under him.
The right to left, and then the combination there was.
He kept him standing with punches.
And the fence. And he's leaning his behind on the fence there.
But Zeferino, before the referee stepped in, he already let up. So that's really good sportsmanship there.
Yeah, Bradley's got to be saying, what happened? Kind of asking his corner guys.
It's like an Alex Ovechkin slap shot, just caught him in the head.
Wow.
Woo. Joao Zeferino with a flurry of punches ends this one.
Interesting, our fighters have a little chip in their tape, in their gloves, so we can measure the speed of their hands, the velocity of those punches. And that punch that sent him out was 21 miles an hour to catch him right on the chin. Pretty amazing statistic there.
And for the official decision, we send it inside to Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute 58 seconds. Round number 1, we have your winner by KO victory. Tonight he picks up 6 points. Fighting out of Middletown, New York, the Brazilian Samurai, Joao Zeferino.
So Zeferino gets the 6 points, first round KO. Eve, walk us through this, how it all happened so quickly.
You know, Joao Zeferino does a great job. When we look at this hand, he's going to flash a jab, and that's when he's going to collect his data. So we'll freeze it after he throws this jab. But play it for a second. And as he throws this jab, freeze it as he throws it. No, let him throw it right there. As he threw that jab, freeze the video. As he threw that jab, he noticed that Bradley brought this hand down, and both hands came down to protect that jab. So what does he do this time? He flashes it. He doesn't fire it. He just flashes it, and then he comes over the top to land the big right hand that starts the beginning of the end for Paul Bradley. So he's going to flash the jab right here, flash, and boom, the big right hand over the top. And that's the end of it for Bradley. He recognizes he's hurt. He's going to follow it in and just land these big shots, and Yamasaki has to step in. Great read and great transition by Joao Zeferino.
Like chopping down a 185-pound tree that was going down, and Yamasaki has to hold him up as Paul Bradley